In today's For Honor video, we will be taking a look at the Orochi in For Honor. Orochi is a hard assassin in For Honor. He has great dodge recoveries and is more of a counter-attacker in the game. Today, I will go over the entire kit and feats for Orochi, and I will also show you guys gameplay of the Orochi to help you understand him more in For Honor. So going over the Orochi, we're going to really talk about the Orochi's entire kit / moveset first. So first up, we'll talk about the lights and the heavies. So lights, neutral wise, they do 10 damage on all sides. Heavies, they do 22 damage on all sides. Now for chain lights, they do 14 damage on all sides. Now I don't know the exact millisecond for it, but it is kind of fast. For side chain heavies, they do 52 damage on both sides, so it does 22 to 30, which would add up to like 52 damage. This is only for the side heavies if you do them chained wise. Now, for the top, for the unblockable chain heavy, it'll do around 54 damage. So that's really good damage for Orochi as an assassin. And you can also mix up Orochi's attack after a heavy. You can go for a light afterward, which with this, it does around 26 damage. And you can also do it on top as well. It doesn't on every side. So you can continue doing that. You can press light after a heavy, which is really cool for Orochi. So if you're finishing your opponent off, you can finish them off with that 4 damage. Alright, the first thing we'll go over for Orochi are the side dodges. Now, the side dodges for Orochi. A lot of people who play Orochi tend to spam these side dodges. You don't want to spam these side dodges as much because they are still light parryable. I mean, it's a light side dodge. So you can use these side dodges to your advantage if you're trying to be an aggressive Orochi, that you can mix your entire attack up with the side dodges. I mean, it's a pretty good tactic if you're trying to be more aggressive with Orochi, like if you want to start up with this, but you gotta try to bait your opponent as best you can to start it up. But they do 12 damage on all sides. That's what you need to know, is that they do 12 damage on all sides. The next thing that we'll go over for Orochi is his Storm Rush. Now, Orochi's Storm Rush, it did get nerfed in Dominion lately. It got nerfed to where you can't spam it as much, but you can still use it in duels or something. So the way to do it is you just want to hold back. And hold right trigger. So you just want to hold it back and you'll initiate the Storm Rush and it'll do 20 damage. And you can also feint the Storm Rush in mid combo as well. So you can feint it to catch your opponent off guard, maybe get a guard break and go and finish them off. Get that execution or get that damage or just kill them. That's it. Okay, the next thing we'll go over for Orochi is his zone. Now, Orochi's zone, a lot of people do utilize the zone with Orochi. Some Orochis will maybe do this and mix it in with the zone. The zone itself, it is on the left side only, and it does 14 damage. It's a good zone. You just don't want to spam it too much, since people might catch on if you're trying to spam it. So if you're trying to like spam it so much, they'll probably catch on and they'll parry that, because the zone can be easily parried. And the next thing we'll go over is Orochi's opener. So the opener for Orochi is simple. It's basically his kick. So his kick, it is 13 damage. It does 13 damage, and it's a pretty unique kick. It's pretty unique for him. They added this for Orochi, that way he can basically start up his attack or start up his chain and all. This is when Orochi got reworked way back, about a year ago or so, a year or two ago. He got reworked to have this kick, which makes him pretty good. You can also follow up with the Storm Rush after this too if you want to. And the next thing we'll go over is the backstep light. So Orochi does have a backstep light that I did forget to mention with the dodges, but it's still a good tactic if you ever feel like your opponent's gonna throw an attack and you throw this back. Just be careful. Sometimes opponents will tend to like feint and they'll probably catch you with that attack too. So you don't want to spam it too much. You just want to use it when you feel like your opponent's gonna throw out a heavy. So if this one throws out a heavy, I'll dodge it and I'll get an attack off. That's pretty much how you would do it with Orochi for the backstep light. It does 13 damage too, and it only costs 9 stamina. The next thing we'll go over for Orochi is the deflect. Now, Orochi's deflect is still the same as before. Nothing has changed with it, and I'll show you right now. So as you saw there, the deflect itself, it does 18 damage, and I also added the chain light too. So you can do a chain light, the deflect heavies. That's pretty much what you can do the chain light after. It's really good to just finish your opponent off with that light. It really is. But overall, the deflect itself, it does 18 damage, and it's a pretty decent deflect to use. So I would highly recommend just using it within your chain. Since Orochi can still do his deflect with the assassin guard as well. Yes, the reflex guard is gone, so you don't have to worry about having to really switch your entire guard whenever you're trying to focus on fighting your opponent, even in duels or Dominion. Alright, the last thing that I will go over for Orochi is his running attack. So this is really Orochi's running attack. It's a good way to get your mix going. It does around 18 damage. It's the same as the deflect. So it's really good to just get your damage going or just get your chains going. That's really what the running attack is for. And some people would try to make techs with it. I mean, there's no tech with it. There's no guaranteed tech with it. But it's pretty good to just start your chains up. Okay, so that's pretty much the entire kit slash moveset for the Orochi. Now we're really going to go ahead and go into the feats for Orochi. Here we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm just going to give you guys a brief overview of these feats. Now, I'm not going to give you guys information too much on these feats. Now, I will leave a link for the information hub. That way you guys can go check out the feats yourselves. But here we go. So, for the first feat we have Bounty Hunter. This here is a passive. You gain health and stamina whenever you kill another hero. The second feat for the tier 1 is Ki. This here you interrupt and deal stamina damage to nearby opponents and allies with the Scream. Whenever you use the Ki, it tends to take away the opponent's stamina and it'll keep them there for maybe around 5 seconds. For the third feat, we have Iron Lungs. This here is a passive. You can still sprint when out of stamina. I don't necessarily take this for Orochi, but if you ever want to take this whenever you're out of stamina and you just want to sprint and get out of there, you can always take this, but I just rather take Ki for me. For the tier 2 feats, we have Smoke Bomb. You throw a smoke bomb in front of you that temporarily blinds your opponents. And for the second one, we have Kunai. You throw a dagger that deals damage, or it deals low damage. So the Kunai itself, it deals low damage. It's like Zanhu's Kunai, but it's not fire made. Now, the Kunai itself is really good. Orochis do tend to take this. Whenever they're in a, like, I don't know, a bad situation, they'll throw the Kunai out and they'll probably just run and just do a tactical retreat or something. That's what many Orochis will do in elimination or in any game mode, to be honest. For the third one, we have Executioner's Respite. This is a passive. When executing an enemy hero, you gain an extra amount of health based on the execution's duration. For the third tier feat, we have Longbow. You fire a longbow for moderate damage. Well, I wouldn't say moderate, but it's more like lots of damage, dude. For the second one, we have Sharpened Blade. Attacks inflict low damage over time. For the third one, we have Slip Through. This here is a passive. You raise attack for the next hit performed shortly after a dodge. Basically, you get more of an attack boost. That's pretty much what this is. So you dodge, get an attack boost. That's what it is. That's like a little passive. A really good passive, too. For the tier 4 feat, we have Nail Bomb. A trap dealing bleed damage in an area of effect. We already talked about the Nail Bomb. It is so crazy taking this feat because it can one-shot. So you can take this. I like to take this to destroy my enemies, or well, not destroy, but I would say like kill my enemies fast. That way I can get away and get my health back too. For the second one, we have Fear itself. Nearby enemies have lower defenses, so it's not bad to take Fear itself too to lower your enemy's defense and kill them easily. For tier 4, we have Arrow Storm. It's an aerial attack that deals medium damage in multiple areas. I don't tend to take this, but for anyone that wants to take it to kill your enemies in a, let's say, minion wave or clear the minion wave, you can always take this. This is what I usually take for Orochi. I take Bounty Hunter, Smoke Bomb, Longbow, and Nail Bomb. They're all really good for me. I take Bounty Hunter to get my health and stamina back whenever I kill another hero. Smoke Bomb I throw to maybe get out of sticky situations, or if I'm like trying to anti-gank but I fail to do so, I'll just throw this down and just leave. And I take Longbow to, well, kill my opponent, and same goes for Nail Bomb. I'll take that to kill my opponent too. If the Nail Bomb doesn't kill them, I'll have the Longbow and I can just use that to kill them too. So it's a win-win either way. This is what I take. If you want to come up with your own, you can always look at the information hub to check the information out for yourself if you want to be specific, or if you just want to choose any of these other feats, you can. It's all up to you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so here we are. We're playing some Dominion with Orochi. Now, Orochi isn't the best in Dominion. Well, since his Stormrush did get nerfed, but it is still okay to play him somewhat. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, guys. Nice, nice. But yeah, what I'm noticing, ladies and gentlemen, is that a lot of people tend to leave Dominion a lot, man. I don't know why. Why is everyone leaving Dominion whenever they lose? Like, come on, man. Or whenever they feel like they're losing. Like, come on, dude. You gotta finish up the match. Let it go. Hey, let's go. There it is, deflect. Heartbreak. Let it fly on him. Nice. Oh, that looked beautiful right there. Aw, heavy. Oh, never mind. Heavy didn't work that time. All right. Well, Orochi isn't the best at zone clearing, as you see here. He's just not the best when it comes to clearing the zone. Oh, I gotta be defensive here. Oh, I just lost. Okay, guys, see. You captured zone C. Oh, nice parry. Let it fly. Aw. Here, use a bow and arrow. I just use the longbow. I didn't mean to say bow and arrow, longbow. Alright, just gonna put this right here. I'm gonna blind them for a minute. No, no external for you. Oh, well, you did get it. Woo! Ah, come on. Here, take that. Ah! That's the downside when using this, really. Got him. Yeah, I revived myself. Let's go. I was waiting for the perfect moment, dude. Victory. Yeah, Orochi, don't be toxic. Sorry, not happening. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So, with Orochi in for honor, he isn't that bad of a assassin. If you ever want to just take a regular assassin, just take him. He's not bad. I just don't tend to play with him as much as I used to. I mean, I had fun playing with him in like duels or brawls. I mean, Dominion, he's fine now. Ever since his reflex guard is gone, now his whole entire guard is guardable, so you can basically block things now. So it's awesome. You can block things, parry things, and you can still get the deflect off. So it's pretty awesome to have Orochi and any assassin really to play with in for honor. Just pick him up, try him for yourself. What do you guys think about him? His recoveries are really good, his deflect is still good, and his unblockable still really good. Now, tier list wise, if we're gonna be saying duels tier list, I would say that Orochi would probably still be kind of in a C tier if you think about it. I mean, that's if we're doing ranked. Now, casual duels tier list wise, well, I'm gonna say casual, but it's still in duels tier list. I mean, I say he's like in the C or B tier column, just because he can still do a lot of damage. However, his entire kit can be read. I mean, Orochi's kit is super easily parryable. But I want to see what you guys say in the comments down below, what you think. But yes, that's gonna bring us into the end of the video, and I do appreciate the support you guys have been giving me on my For Honor guides. I know some of the For Honor guides, I do tend to have a little bit of mistakes in my guides. I try to fix those mistakes whenever I'm editing my videos. I try to fix them, make them better. It happens over time, and I apologize if I do have like some information in there in my guides that tend to not be right. I mean, it's just mistakes. We all make mistakes and we tend to fix them. But also, guys, if you do want to become a Raptor member today, you can on YouTube for $3. You can join to become a member. Get a free shout out from me and a reply early. I will reply to the first comment, and I will also show sneak peek little videos for Raptor members only. So if you want to become a Raptor member today, become one today. But hope you guys again enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe again, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, peace out.